the enlightened protect me in this the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the enlightened protect me in this battle. Overshadow and engulf our enemies.
I recognize this weapon. It's Katasak's, I'm certain. It must have been broken during the battle. Let's take it back to Mev.
in the vanguard.
Your Excellency, it's always a pleasure.
Thanks for your visit.
Were you able to find the elements I need for the ritual?
Yes. Here is what you asked me to bring.
This is good. But the moon is not yet high enough. Would you like to wait with me?
Yes. I'll keep you company.
Sit then in that case. And remain silent. I must meditate. Katasar, we have come to learn the truth of your death. Ato al confrangawi brandi, olehana memen adestame haman. Baravridenan tahanemo quate grenfen, linqui damda renaute da hodos. Lemat, de tahawan kloisam, de talugedon velam, de taragam buledam, de tataminam reloidan, adet alamen kantebeidam en antelam verfragt tangom.
Katasak! Help me! Please!
Show no fear. I do not think he means you any harm.
What is this? This monster? Why is it attacking us?
I don't know. I don't understand. It is as if it seeks you out. It wants you.
You never should have done that, Katasach. To save one, Renaikse, you put us all in great peril. His spirit is different. He recedes badly. You have woven the bond of the Deathbringer.
What is happening to you? Get a hold of yourself. Come on!
I cannot believe it. He has returned.
Who has?
Finbar. The High King. We thought he was dead. He disappeared months ago.
Is he the attacker? And what of Constantine? Have you seen a young, blonde-haired man? He was sickly.
Yes. The golden-haired was there. And he was afraid. Katasach protected him before he was killed by Finbar. Leave me now. I am very tired.
How are you feeling?
Better. What are you going to do now?
If I want to have any hope of finding Constantine, I must follow Vinbar. I have no choice. I will need to return to his sanctuary in the north of the island. He must be hiding there.
You know where he is?
Yes, but I wasn't able to enter. I have one seed, but I need another.
Vinbar is a very powerful Donegad, as well as being the High King. He has access to knowledge that even I cannot attain. He has seen the true face of Enol Mil Frichtim. His secrets must be well kept. And he would only have shared them with those he loved the most.
Yes, I must find Sarah. She is certainly the only one to know which seed is needed. Thank you, Lev. You have helped us greatly.
Do not thank me. I have not done this for you, but for Katasach. In order to satisfy my curiosity, I betrayed my king. You will find him and confront him, no doubt. All that remains for me to do is to pray that I have done nothing that cannot be fixed.
Farewell, Lev. The seed that I have is not enough. I need to find Sarah. She might be able to help. Let's return to the village.
And so you have left the cavern, Renaigse. And here you are again.
I have no idea why you suddenly decided to shut us in there, but it matters little. I must know what second seed is required to open the door to the sanctuary. Now, more than ever, we must find Vinbar. He slew Katasak and he holds my cousin captive.
Vinbar would not have killed Katasak. He respected him. And why would he bother with your cousin?
I have no idea why, but I know it to be true. The Tierna Hach Kadaktus revealed this to me. Would you accuse her of lying?
No. You are the one who lies like all the other Renaikse. And I thought that I could trust you. I should never have let you enter the cavern. And even less have allowed you to leave there alive. Eitmo!
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work. King Vinbar, why? Constantine didn't do anything. He has never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimin saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving, he will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad!
Take it! You are too blind, too Renaix to understand.
Leave him!
Maybe enlightened protect me in this battle.
That's enough! Free him!
I cannot. O source of life!
Free him! Damn it!
sorcery must have come to an end. We should be able to approach Constantine now.
You're right. Let's go see him quick. Constantine! Wake up, please! I beg you! Hang on. We're bringing you home to get you healed. Three days have passed since we returned. I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason. I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death's doorstep. The affairs of state can certainly wait another day.
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear, I assure you.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now? Are you going to scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the fourth time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I wouldn't go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm going to tell you everything. We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted you. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help me. I was excited about it. And in spite of all that has happened, I don't regret following him. We went to the ancient site. A place full of magic. I followed his instructions. And all of a sudden... What an incredible sensation. I felt better than I have ever felt, cousin. Alas, we had very little time to celebrate. Cries came to our ears, and beasts jumped all over us. We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us. But I can see from your face that you know this already.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your tracks and deduced what had happened. It seems that Vinbar was targeting you specifically. Did he say anything to you?
I was still very weak, and most of the time he whispered in his own language. It seemed that he was speaking to someone and following his orders. But there was no one other than us, cousin. The crazy madman must have been hearing voices.
Do you have any idea why he didn't kill you like the others?
No, not really. It seemed like he was trying to tell me something, though. He spoke about isolating me from the world, that I couldn't return to the Earth. It made absolutely no sense. But aren't you happy that he let me live?
Don't speak foolishly, of course. I just want to understand. Tell me more about this ritual. What did it consist of?
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practice to bind themselves to the island.
Donegada? Katasak taught you their language?
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, to understand, but we had so little time. So we visited this infamous site, where he prepared for me a sort of potion. What ceremony! I had to cut my hand in front of an enormous stone, and there, a gigantic beast came and started circling around me. It was incredible. I truly felt a bond with that place. Like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running through my veins. It was marvelous. And now I am Onol Manawi, like you. Even if the Malachor left me a few of its marks. But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was Enon Mil Frictumen?
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide me to the sanctuary is dead.
Oh no. Do not tell me.
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary according to Glendan. I have no choice but to return to see him. I'm certain they are going to name a successor. Good day, Glendan.
Beort Tirtomat, Karans of Katasach. We learned of his death. Andevosht Tire.
Alas, his was not the only tragic loss. Your High King, Vinbar, is also dead. He was taken by folly. He went away into his mountains after killing Katasach and capturing my cousin. Nothing I could say would allow him to see reason.
Are you telling me that you were the one who killed him? And you dare come here with his blood on your hands? I cannot understand how Katasach trusted you. He was one of the only ones amongst us to give you his friendship. And now he is dead.
I'm sorry, but your High King did not leave me any choice. He was at the point of killing my cousin and then he attacked me. He was becoming a guardian, a Nardaig. Perhaps it was for that reason that he lost possession of his wits.
That you killed him, there is no doubt. But I do doubt he became the Muttman you describe.
You know that I wish to see Enonmil Frichtemann, and he was the only one with the power to allow me to do so. I would not have caused his death voluntarily. Believe me, I'm just as sorry as you.
Andevosht Tire. We will celebrate his memory as well as those of all the members of our council that have fallen. Vladnit, Katasach, and now our High King. These are dark times, but in spite of our mourning, we must elect a new High King. The children of Tiafradi cannot remain without a guide. All the more so in these troubled times. I will notify the Mal of all the clans, so that they may know to travel here.
Who has a chance of being elected, in your opinion?
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dunkas will also attract support from many. And there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing the entire world with his honey-dripping words.
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan. I must convince them to help me if they are elected.
I suppose. I must begin the preparations. You must leave now.
Who will win the vote in your opinion?
I don't know. Each of the 3 chiefs that I spoke of could win. It is possible that some amazing feat places one of them all above the others. If Blagnid had been victorious, she would certainly have won this time. But that was not to be.
Is there anyone else among those presenting themselves?
Do not take me for someone born last summer. You want to influence the vote for your own gain, but you shall fail this time. And you must go before the one we have chosen. Can I do anything else for you?
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelem seg.
What do you seek?
I am the bearer of bad news. Your High King Vinbar is dead.
Dead? And the first Tire. He was a good king in times of peace, but he was plunged into doubt by your arrival. He was no longer at his people's side.
Glendan told me that you would be one of those keen to replace him.
That's true. If Bladnid was still here, I would have given her my votes and followed her into battle. But since she's no longer with us, I must obtain the title and do what should have been done a long time ago. Drive away the Renaigse and take back our island they want to enslave.
Will you drive us away too?
We will drive away the Renaigse. You are Onal Minawi. You will have to pick a side.
I see. If you were to be elected, I would need your help to allow me to meet Enon Miel Frichteman. Only he can help us cure the Malachor.
Why should you be preoccupied with a disease striking those we want to drive away?
I have my own reasons. But you should know this is the best way for the Renaigse to leave the island of their own accord.
No. Didn't I give you a mission? Do this favor for me and we will speak again. What do you seek? You must go talk to Iseld and convince her to fight alongside us. Because without her men, the battle will be tough. Anything more?
I need to be going.
Wawalem seg.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I'm the bearer of bad news. Vinbar, your High King, is dead.
Ande vosh tire. He was a great king, and a very wise Donegad. We haven't seen him in a long time, but his memory shall be honored.
Glendan told me that you would probably be among those who would want to take his place.
I am not looking for power, but Tiefradi needs peace and balance. And I fear the other kings may want war, or be motivated by ambition. The Renaise brought chaos with them, and our island has suffered. We cannot change the past, and chasing away those who came does not make sense. The wound is there. Refusing to acknowledge it is pointless. But wounds can be healed, and my clan knows how to do this. So if you're worried about my intentions if I were to become High King, I'll lay them out for you. We must find balance with those from the remote island and live together in harmony. But for this, we must teach the Renaise humility and to respect the earth.
I would like to meet Enon Miel Frichtemann in order to find an antidote for the disease that is destroying my people. If you were elected, would you help me in this endeavor?
Remember what I asked of you, and then it will be my turn to help you. Is there anything else?
I would like to meet Enon Miel Frichtemann in order to find an antidote for the disease that is destroying my people. If you were elected, would you help me in this endeavor?
Remember what I asked of you, and then it will be my turn to help you. Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Duncan.
Qua awalum say.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I regret to inform you that your High King, Vinbar, is dead.
And divorced Tire. He was a great man, although he left us a long time ago. But why have you come to notify me of such sorrowful news?
Glendan has informed me that you are most likely among those who will want to take his place.
It is true, and I will perhaps be able to obtain it. I understand that you may be worried about my intentions, but rest assured, I seek only to bring peace to our lands. Peace brings life and prosperity. By creating an alliance with the people of the continent, the lives of our people will be improved and happier.
There is something I would like to ask of you, if you were to be named High King. I would be thankful if you could allow me to meet Enon Miel Frichtemann.
Of course. If I become High King, I would be glad to help you. You are Karant's Vignamri after all. If you really want to make sure that I win, you will need to seek the crown of the High Kings.
What is that?
It may only be a legend, but it is said that High Kings used to wear a very ancient crown. The first guardian would have taken it to the grave. If someone were to wear it today, they would surely be chosen.
And where is the first Guardian's tomb located?
Somewhere not far from here, since he fought his last battle nearby. The entrance to his burial mound is said to be guarded by a Nadaig Magaman, the path that leads to it, marked by his spears, and its entrance by a large dead tree. But beware. The Nadaig will not let you enter without a fight. Anything else?
Nothing. I must go. Now we have earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
It may be wise to make sure your pretender's intentions are compatible with yours. And if it's not the case, to find another. We wouldn't want to be the architects of a future we don't like, would we?
You're right. It's a decision that's more important than our quest for an antidote. I must dwell on it.
May the enlightened protect me in this the enlightened protect me in this battle!
Watch out!
Your magic is running out! Take a potion! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Be careful! You're going higher!
May the shadow engulf our enemies! Shadow engulf our enemies! Your magic is running out. Take a potion. May the shadow engulf our enemies! Shadow engulf our enemies! The magic is running out! Take a potion!
Be careful! You're going tired! You should drink a potion!
May the shadow engulf our enemies! May the enlightened protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
What are you doing there? Here lie those who fell facing the first invaders, and you dare enter and scatter their bones.
I did not come here with the intention of defiling this place.
No. You came looking for a crown of the High King, hoping to choose the one who will lead us.
Isn't that what you were looking for as well?
Yes, but I am not a Renaigse. I wish to lead my people to victory, and I have come here seeking something that will make it a certainty. And so? Do you plan on keeping it for one of those who is too wise or cowardly to come and get it themselves? Or will you give me the crown?
Once the power is in her hands, she will send a wave of blood and destruction over the entire island. I know that you are bound to this island, but think of the others, of us, of your cousin. Think about it.
Sorry, Deirdre. I believe someone other than you must become the High King.
Someone more easily manipulated, who will obey the orders of the Renaigse, no doubt. Too bad. You leave me no choice. I have come to take that crown, and I won't leave without it. Maybe me in this battle. Enough. I accept my defeat. Take this crown. I am not worthy to wear it, so it seems.
So it seems indeed. We will meet again at Dorhad Genadu. Until then, Deirdre.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I would like to meet Enon Miel Frichtemann in order to find an antidote for the disease that is destroying my people. If you were elected, would you help me in this endeavor?
Remember what I asked of you? And then it will be my turn to help you. Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum seg.
I went into the tomb. I found the crown that your ancient High Kings wore upon their heads.
And now you count on using it to lean upon the leader you have chose to reign.
Yes. I need to be certain that the one elected High King helps me encounter Enon Miel Frichtemann.
I already promised you my help in this matter. But the question left unanswered is this. Do you wish that your people may continue to settle here? For our mutual benefit?
Take it. I hope you will keep your word and make good on your promise.
The Council is beginning to unite. It is time I left you. Thank you for having given me the crown. I will not forget your help. I promise you this.
Congratulations on your new position, Ulan. You will undoubtedly prove yourself worthy, but it's time you kept your promise. I must meet Enon Miel Frichtemann as soon as possible.
I have not forgotten the gift you gave me when you handed me the crown, nor have I forgotten our agreement. But first, I must go to the sanctuary myself, Karans. In accordance with our tradition, meet me at the sanctuary's entrance in 2 days. I will then have spoken with Enon Miel Frichtemann, and I will be able to honor the promise I made.
In 2 days? Very well, I'll be there.
Resting in this village for 2 days is nice, but if you have other things to do, we could take care of them instead of waiting.
I'm glad to see you here, Karans.
How was your encounter with Enon Miel Frictamen?
Very good. I accomplished the rites the way I was supposed to, and I received his blessing. He was concerned about the negative influence of a Renaigse, but I reassured him. Don't worry, but you should go. He's expecting you. Stay on the right-hand path, and do not turn back. Even the slightest hesitation could awaken the creatures who guard this place.
child that was taken has returned, the flesh of my earth. You, by simply coming into being, have tangled the strings of destiny of all the other children. I am he they call Enon Miel. I have followed each of your steps since your arrival.
I hail you, Enon Miel Frictamen. I have come to you to find a remedy.
A cure for the disease of a distant land. Her affliction was to be poisoned by her own children. Her veins rot in stagnant water. Her earth now bears poisoned fruit, and her children wither and die. And still it is those same children who can heal the lands, and with them heal themselves, if they only wanted truly. They could be taught by my children, learn to give back in return, learn to heal. But for that, I must survive. I have seen by your side the shadow grow, taking form. Fed by the venom of intrigues from faraway lands. He spreads it today in my sap. To save his own life, he stole my strength, and that strength has driven him mad. Because it is not made to be taken. He draws each day a little more from me, and threatens us all. His hunger has no limit.
I don't understand. Who are you talking about?
The one you call Constantine. You must stop him. Or there will be no cure anymore for anything or anyone.
That's impossible. How could that be?
You must leave now. Someone has followed your footsteps. Someone has entered here without invitation. My children are waking and tracking. They will attack all followers. Flee, or you will be dead.
I saw a man fleeing to Sanctuary. I should have warned you that you couldn't bring anyone with you. Were you able to get all the answers you were looking for?
Yes. He told me that the Malachor had appeared because of the way the Colonials have treated the Earth. It's actually some kind of poisoning. And it would be possible to cure it, but I'm not sure that I understood how.
Know that if we can help our allies, we will do it with pleasure. I am certain that the Donegada on the island will be able to help you make sense of what you heard.
Thank you, Ulan. I'll take some time to dwell on it.
You still look troubled. Does the fleeing man worry you?
No. I just learned a few things which I would like to verify.
I understand. For now, qua awalam seg karans.
Goodbye.
My dearest cousin, I'm so glad to see you. You are right on time. We have visitors, and your advice would be most welcome. Let me introduce you to the emissaries of Ptolemy and the Coin Guard. Quite brazen, isn't it? that they would send us an emissary after having tried to assassinate me.
The commander must have a solid reason.
That's what I hope. Your Excellencies, we're listening.
San Mateus has been sustaining attacks of unprecedented violence. They can only be the works of the demons worshipped by the islanders.
Really? Demons? How interesting.
The Mother Cardinal is begging you to send her some troops, as well as your cousin.
We have the same problem. Our men are becoming exhausted, fighting off endless attacks. We were hoping that, despite our past differences, you would agree to help us.
How neatly summarized. Our past differences. My dear allies and neighbors, we are deeply saddened by your misfortune. However, the size of our troops has greatly reduced after the horrific attempt at a coup. Regarding sending my cousin, he's already very busy undertaking a mission of the utmost importance, without even mentioning the fact that what you describe fills me with fear for his life, which is most precious to me. No. I really don't see how I could be of assistance to you.
Constantine, we cannot remain deaf to the call of our allies. I'm sure I can find time to go and evaluate the situation.
Very well, my dear. You know I cannot refuse you anything. But remember how urgent it is for this antidote to be found. We're so close to it now.
Don't worry about it. You know how important this mission is to me.
Well, this audience is coming to an end. Your Excellencies, inform your governors of my cousin's arrival. I hope that you realize how grateful you should be to him.
Absolutely, sire. Thank you for receiving and hearing us.
Constantine.
My dear cousin, I'm always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
I finally managed to enter the sanctuary at the heart of the island, and I was able to talk with Enon Miel Frictamen.
How marvelous! Tell me about it.
The sanctuary is heavily protected. Only a High King can open it.
I remember you saying that Vimbar's death wasn't going to help us. How did you fix this problem?
I had to interfere in the natives' elections and earn the trust of the pretender who seemed to be the best choice.
You really are an outstanding diplomat. My father is an old, bitter man, but he was right about you. Tell me, who did you choose?
Ulan, the king of the village of Vignamri. He's a negotiator and a clever diplomat who supports the presence of the settlers.
I'm certain that you have made the right choice. And then what did you do?
I was able to enter the sanctuary. It was an incredible experience.
It had to be. Oh, how I envy you. Entering the most secret places on this island, talking to a god. What does he look like? Is he some kind of very old and very powerful Donegad?
No. In fact, I spoke to an extremely large tree, as strange as it may sound.
Fascinating. And I thought that gods were always old, bearded men. Did he tell you where the Malachor was coming from? Is it a curse that he cast upon the first settlers?
No. According to him, we are responsible for the emergence of the Malachor. By exploiting the Earth so much, we have poisoned it, and the disease has contaminated us through the water that we drink and the plants that we eat.
Strange, and yet it seems plausible. So, there wouldn't be an antidote?
He says that the Earth can be healed, that his children know how to do it. I suppose he was talking about the Donegada. He also said that by healing the Earth, we would heal those who live on it.
This is a fascinating revelation. It won't be easy for our neighbors to accept it, however. I'm afraid that even my father might receive it with skepticism. Did he tell you anything else?
Yes. Something rather disturbing. He talked about you. He said his existence was in danger because of you.
Really? But that doesn't make any sense. I never hurt anybody on this island. Unlike our neighbors, I have never abducted or tried to convert islanders.
I don't think that's what he was referring to.
Cousin, please, you know me. I have made some mistakes, but I never threatened anybody. The only person who I put in danger is you. And you know how sorry I am about that.
Yes, I do know.
Forget about it, will you? This god manifestly wants us to pay for the sins of our fathers and to have his revenge for the invasion. By sowing the seeds of discord between us, he's probably hoping to weaken us. Do you realize that you have succeeded where everyone else has failed? The whole continent should be thanking you. Is there anything you would like to tell me?
I must take my leave.
Take care, and come back soon.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Sir de Sade, seeing you is a genuine relief.
Your emissary informed us that you were in need of our help.
Indeed. She must have told you that we were being attacked. We are sustaining the relentless assaults of furious animals, which some people believe to be sent by the demons of the island.
Some people? So you're not certain that's the case?
We were mistaken when we thought them responsible for the Malicor. I became more cautious. But no matter where these attacks come from, our men are becoming exhausted. One of our outposts to the east has sent us a distress message. They won't hold much longer. I beg you, you must go to their aid. Maybe they can help you find out where these beasts come from.
I will go there and meet them. I hope to make it in time.
I am infinitely grateful, Your Excellency. You have proved your efficiency many times already. I am certain you will put an end to this.
I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
You shouldn't stay here. We're sustaining terrible attacks. The animals appear to be crazy. They already killed several of my soldiers.
We're actually here to help you.
Are you the backup? We were starting to lose hope. I must admit I was praying for more soldiers, but any help is welcome. We're under attack every night, and we've already lost a lot of men. At this rate, we won't survive another night.
Don't worry. We will do everything in our power to make sure that you do.
You still have some time to prepare, before these beasts attack again. Or we could wait together until nightfall.
All right, let's wait.
Ready, weapons? There they are!
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! Your armor is falling apart!
Let's see what you can.
If you're dead!
Do not lay down your arms! There are others!
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! Your armor is falling apart!
Let's see what you can.
Be careful, my child! You need healing! Your magic is running out! Take a potion!
Let's see what you can.
Someone heal him!
Careful, my child! If you're dead! May the enlightened protect me in this battle! Come on, if you're there!
Let's see what you can.
Protect me in this battle!
Watch out! Grenade!
May the shadow engulf our enemies! Be careful! Your armor is falling apart! Be careful, my child! You need healing! Protect me in this battle!
Watch out! Grenade!
Come on, if you're protect me!
Do not lay down your arms!
May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Let's see what you're capable of!
Come on, if you dare!
Let's see what you're capable
Be careful! Your armor is falling apart! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Let's see what you're capable of! Let's see what you're capable of!
Careful, my child! You need healing! May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
Let's see what you're capable of! Let's see what you're capable of!
protect me?
Do not lay down your arms!
Watch out! Grenade!
May the enlightened protect me.
Watch out! Grenade!
May the shadow engulf our enemies. Your armor is falling apart. May the shadow engulf our enemies. Your magic is running out. Take a potion.
You're growing tired! Drink the potion! I'm wounded! I need healing!
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
We have succeeded! Bravo, soldiers! We have resisted. Thank you, Excellency. I do not know what would have happened had you not helped us. My troops and I owe you a hearty drink. Thanks for your help. You are an extraordinary fighter. If it weren't for you, the outpost would have undoubtedly fallen tonight.
If these attacks are always this violent, even with our support, it won't hold much longer. We must uncover the origin of these attacks.
I've thought about it, and I sent a few men 2 days ago, in the hope that they would find out where the attacks came from. And first and foremost, why they are attacking. But I haven't heard from them since. I'm afraid I might have sent them to their death.
Could you at least tell me which way they went? I might be able to track them.
They followed a trail going north of a place the natives call the Woods of Lightning.
Thank you, officer. I will do everything in my power to find them. Until then, try to hold on.
You be careful. Goodbye.
We are entering Deirdre's territory. Given her point of view on the settlers and her tendency towards violence, we should go and meet her. I wouldn't be surprised if she were involved.
we want to follow the tracks of those soldiers, my child, I think we should go to the northeast.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
Ready to shoot! Fire!
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
This man will die if we don't do something about it.
What happened? You saved me. Thank you. I'd be dead if it weren't for you.
Your officer sent us. He told us that you were looking for the origin of these attacks.
And we found it. We followed the beast's trail and it led us to a large glade east of here. You'll find raised stones there, the ones which are worshipped by the islanders. There was a creature there, a beast so large and so ferocious. I've never seen anything like it. That's what must have been attracting the animals. We wanted to kill it, but it prevailed. All my comrades fell in battle against it. I fled. I had to inform the lieutenant.
And you were right. Don't worry, we'll take care of it now.
We took some notes, and we drew a map as we progressed. It may be of use to you. Everything is in that chest over there. Here, take the key.